Back over here, baby, my mom.
My son Caesar was killed in 2009 at Walmart on Euclid and
Babe, closer,
I
please.
guess it's Crescent. We don't have much other than they followed him. Several officers, about 6 or 7 cars. They got off. 5 police shot at him. They shot him at least 15 times in the back. He was still in his seatbelt when they killed him. That's about all I know. I started protesting the same week that they killed him out in front of Anaheim PD. So I've been out in front of Anaheim PD for about 2 years and 4 months. Been out there almost every Sunday. Been out there by myself, been out there with family, friends. But as time goes on, people kind of die off. But you have people who will really stick by you. This is what we're looking for. We need people that are committed to what we're doing. Renee saw me out there one time by myself, and she's never failed to be out there with me on a Sunday.
That's right. She will never be alone out there by herself again. Never.
With me from day one. That's my T-Dog right there. I think the reason we want everybody together is, like everybody's saying, you know, we've all had a loved one taken so abruptly and for no reason, and nobody is ever held accountable, ever. Police are never held accountable for what they do. They can just shoot and kill and say, well, they reached in their waistband, or they ran, or they bumped my car, or they were an ex-con, they were an ex-parolee, they're on parole. You know, you don't shoot somebody in the back and justify it. It's not. It just isn't justified. And I think that they've killed almost everybody in Anaheim in the back. Like I said, they shot my son several times, twice through the head, for sure, and once through the heart that I do know of. I couldn't turn his body over to see how many times he'd been shot. But that's what I could see. What we want to do is get families together. That's what we're doing today. We need to have a coalition. We need to start writing letters. I'm going to advise all of you families that this has just recently happened to. But when this happened to my son, I wrote to the senator, I wrote to the House of Representatives, I wrote to the Justice Department, I wrote to the FBI, I wrote to congressmen, I wrote to everybody I possibly could. We did get a response from Congress and from the senator. We couldn't do anything because we were still under investigation. I didn't find out until almost a year and a half later that Tony Rackauckus said that what they had done to my son was justified. And I found that out in the news. A reporter put it in one of her articles, and that's how I found out that Tony Rackauckus had said, oh well, it's justified. So what I have today, this petition here is to the Justice Department so that we can have them review all the cases that Tony Rackauckus is refusing. He doesn't want to prosecute anybody. But this is going to have to start happening, just like in the Kelly Thomas case. People have to make noise. We have to have masses. We have to have people out here, not just like this, but protesting, writing letters. Whoever you know, have your family write a letter. I've given you addresses on the little packets that you can write to Congress. The petition has the address to the Justice Department. These are things that are very, very, very important. The things that, like I said, the protests are great. Protests are to bring awareness. That's what it's for. This is how, like I said, I've been doing this a long time, and it's brought other families together. But you personally, for your personal, whatever you're going through, start writing letters. Sign this petition. Get everybody you can to sign this petition. The only one that can come in here and do something about it is the Justice Department. Tony Rackauckus doesn't care, the judges don't care, the police don't care, the chief of police thinks we're a joke. You know, when you guys had your meeting, what did they say? Oh, we're going to have a gang. You know, they had the gang guy come out here and say, oh, we're trying to get the gang. Maybe we're killing each other. But they have a job to protect us, not to kill us. And that's exactly what they're doing. So this is what I'm fighting. Them killing us.
Yeah!
No, I don't know if anybody here on Martin's family wants to speak on his behalf.
Do you want to speak or talk about the two of you?
I don't think they can. They can't. They're not, the Martin family are not, they've been advised by their attorney that they cannot speak about anything. So we're just going to support them in whatever they do, but they actually cannot speak about their case. Like I said, they've been advised by their attorney not to say nothing, so we're just like, we're going to support this family. That's all we can do. We'll be their voice. Okay, I guess on the itinerary.
You kind of went into the plan of action already.
I did?
Well, that was in regards to your petition.
Oh. Did we go out the itinerary? Yes. Huh? Good.
Bring up a good point about here. Like something you brought up is the DA. Like none of us, every protest is the DA.
Exactly.
And I think one of these days
We have to do
you
that
gotta
also.
ambush them. I'm
gonna write that down.
Ambush meaning that a surprise protest and have our cameras and ask us questions. If we get Tony Rukakis at a public meeting, just post out our camera and ask questions. How come you don't go after these people? Because the DA has been getting away with it. The DA, because the police say, well, it's not our, it's not our fault.
We did our job.
Yeah, we gotta go after the DA too.
Because he's the one who's saying, well, it's justified.
Yep.
We need somebody to come in besides going to him and them having internal, I guess I'm going too far. We can't just have an internal investigation because they protect their own.
Yes.
They protect their own. They don't care. So we need an outside agency to come in, and we need committees in the community that can be there and say, okay, well, let's see what you guys are doing. They don't do that yet. And this is going to be a tough thing. This is going to be a tough fight because we're going against the police. And I've read up on a lot of stuff, and I'm sorry, the thing that we're fighting is almost impossible, but nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. So we have a small loophole that we can jump through, but we have to do it, and it's going to take everybody together. It's going to take commitment from people. So, this is what I'm saying. We're going to have more meetings. We'll find other areas. We're not just going to always meet here. We'll meet in other places where, where we can, just to let everybody from this neighborhood know. We will have meetings.